Hello and welcome to episode 140. I'm your host Jimster Gaming and I'm playing OTTD on a huge Europe map. So in today's episode we are going to start off in Clermont-Ferrand because we have some farm supplies to move. And the farm supplies are here, right? Yeah, good. So there is something there, but I'm not going to use that one because it will just group it together with something else. Sorry, it will group the new one together with the old one, rather, and we don't want that. So let's do this, put one of those and two of those. Better that way, and make sure it's farm supplies, and it is 56. Great. And this one is going in here and there and make a full load. And then it's going over to Limoges, which is over here somewhere. It's there, okay. So what I'm going to do with this one is it will first hit Limoges. I can just use G to do that, but whatever. Here. And instead of keep pressing go to, here, I can just press G on the keyboard instead, because it will just have exactly the same effect. And depot, and then do it all over again. And why is that? Because we also need to get this one over here. I could make a road connection or something, but I can as well just use the same train. And that means it's going to be a little bit more used, and I'm not going to put it in depot to wait. I will just leave it as it is. That's fine. Done. The problem here is that we don't really have any steel coming in, I believe. So these are coming from Bilbao. We have one. That's the wrong one. We have one that is kind of not yet half full. I think it takes a 990, yeah, and it has 330, so a third of it is filled up only. And the main issue over in Bilbao is that I think we only have coal coming in, right? Yes. There is nothing else coming in. That is kind of an issue. So for now, this will have to do though, because there isn't any other options. Well, there is actually another option, and that is to bring something over from this one. I mean, we could bring farm supplies in, since we don't use much farm supplies. So we could bring at least a load of farm supplies over. This one don't have any engineering supplies. It didn't produce anything last month. These are coming from Luxembourg. So we have a full there. We have another full one coming this way. That's good. And we have one waiting. Because in Luxembourg, I believe we have... So we have iron coming from Perpignan. But it doesn't produce much iron because I guess it doesn't get any engineering supplies. That's going to take a while. Anyway, and this is the thing when you're growing, that you will just always be behind with the supplies, so that's just a thing to live with. Anyway, so those lines are now done. And then we are moving on to the next thing. So in Pau, which is down here somewhere, Pau is here. So in Pau we have this mill, textile mill. And this line is going to continue to Agen. So my guess is that we're going to bring it over here, like that. And in the meantime, bring this one over here just to get a station. I think that might be a good idea. Let's do that. Oh, by the way, I'm starting to get a cold, so might sound a little bit rusty today. We'll see. Like that, and add 4 extras. Good. So the first one is, I believe, this one, right? Yeah. Pau Sheep Farm. There is no connection to it and nothing planned for it. So I'm going to use these just to do that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which ain't that bad, to be honest. Not perfect, but not too bad. And we have, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we need 11, I think. So what I'm going to do is to do this. Because that means we can get all up immediately, and it's going to level a little bit better with the surrounding areas. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do that and that, right? There we go. And we need room for one of these as well, of course. Done. And wool it is. And let's put a signal on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is there as well. Great. Pau wool. And just bring it directly over there. And again, this could have been done with a truck, but why not do it the other way? So this one is going to do 200. So let's do one of those trains and find wool and make it 200. That is 4 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those, right? So let's just bring these 2 in there in the middle. Wool 200, yes, great. Because it's going to get wool from 2 places, so I can as well just do that. There we go, past the waypoint. Go down there, past the waypoint. It's only 4 exactly, so that means we don't need to make any solutions down there, so that's fine. Good, but I need to clone it though, because it would be very useful to always have one train waiting for rating purposes, if nothing else. Good. Done. The other one is coming from Valance, which is way over here somewhere. That's this one, I guess. Come on. Yeah. So this one will unfortunately have to get in there and turn around, which is not great. Oh no, we can't get there. That means it needs to get into Rod Central and turn around as well, which we really would not want to do. Okay, there is just no other way, I think. Well, the other way would be to bring it down here, but that wouldn't make any sense at all. It's just a way longer trip. Okay, so let's do that. As I said, I'm not too keen on doing this. But let's do that. See where we are. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Put a depot and a waypoint. Valance wool. This one is producing only 36. But I'm actually going to put on 150. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And why is that? Well, it is because then they are not going to be as frequent, and this one has the potential to be a little bit disturbing for the rest of the network because of its turnarounds. It's going to be a little bit in the way here. And here. Oh, there we are. Good. So what we're going to do here now is to find 4 and 12. And we are going to tell them to not load and not unload. The same with 12. No loading, no unloading. And then we are turning around again in Pau. The same here. No loading and no unloading. No loading and no unloading. Good. But as I said, this is not a very good way of doing things, but there just isn't any other option. Because this one will most likely connect, it might connect here though. But still, in order to get it to work, I need to turn around in Limoges, which would be even more bad. So I don't really see any other option right now. So let's do that. Let's put these on. Good, done. And I think 2 should be enough because the trip isn't that long. So 3 months should be fine. Good. And then we need to get some farm supplies. And they are coming over from Avignon, which is down here. And I believe we have stuff on this line. Yes, we do. We have both stone. Let's release the stone one then. We have both stone and coal coming, and the coal train is full. I released the stone train, so something else will come as well. And let's put this one on. Farm supplies. Avignon farm supplies built, and let's put on this one 2 of those and 1 of those. That was wool, but we can easily change that to beef farm supplies instead. Good. And make a full load. Valance waypoint, and up there. And the same way back, and depot. Done. It's not that far. So let's put this one in depot for 20 days then. Just not depleted. Fixed release. Good. Then in Perpignan we are producing here. Let's put this one on. And that is manufacturing supplies in the form of paper, maybe? Or whatever else you do there. So let's... I'm not sure how much this one will produce, so I'm just going to use another small one. Manufacturing supplies is there, and I'll just put one of those and one of these, because I kind of like these wagons and they work well for manufacturing supplies, so that's great. Put this one on, make a full load, and oh no, I can actually get it through here, that's right. Or can I? No, I cannot. Okay, so I could connect these. Doesn't make any sense. So whatever way we choose to go, we'll have to make the same silly turnarounds again. Which I assume is what has to be done. So I'm going to use a rod again for that. Toulouse is here. Pau. That one. Continue. Roddy. Waypoint, and there is no other waypoint here. Okay, back. Oh, there is one there actually. Back to depot. So I'm going to put this one on here, just so whenever we want to do something with this waypoint, we actually know what's passing it. Good. Put 3 on. But we did forget something important, and that is it comes to rod, makes no loading and no unloading. Then it gets to Pau and do the same, no loading and no unloading. And back to Pau again, doing the same thing. And back to Roddy, do the same thing. Like that. Good. These are going to be major hurdles for everything else though. But it's better than to bring it through Toulouse, because I think there will be even more traffic going that way. Done. Perfect. So, this one needs to be extended slightly. So let's get cracking on that immediately. I'm not too keen on doing this, but I don't want to shave off half the mountain here. So let's get cracking on this side of the mountain, and we could get it all the way out there. Great. Come on. That means I need to shave off this one and these. Like this. To get through the extended small piece here of the Pyrenees. Get through this tunnel here. And I'm going to do that because I'm allowed to build here, and I'm actually going to just put another tunnel in, I believe. I mean, going out here and making some shenanigans doesn't really make any sense, does it? So this should be okay. Bring this one over like that. This one as well. lift that one and remove those. Bring this one down. Good. Because we need to get into Gerona, and from Gerona it's again a little bit of a fight to get anywhere. We'll need to make some good solution around Barcelona, though. Wonder if they have access to this one. Yes, they do. That is important to know. And I think the route here will be like one coming in here, making a station, the other one scooting off and making the station here, continue here, I guess. Anyway, we are not going there anyway for the moment, so it doesn't matter. So in Gerona, I actually think that the station will end up here. And in order to do that, I'm going to remove this. Instead add something here. So let's see what we can do here. So we can put one on here like that. We can put one on here like that. Good. I'm just going to put a little bit of a small piece of track there just so I have some control over where we are heading. And Canadian platforms it is, and it needs to be 8 times 4, which is there. Gerona is now done. Good. And I can remove this little hillside. So I do believe that this one will just do this. Can't imagine anything else. Let's get this one moving over a little bit. This one in that direction and this one in this direction. Good. Done. Next thing to look at is to connect this one, because that's where we're heading. So 9 is there. Can we get anywhere through here? Could get to Andorra. Does it make sense? Probably not. We'll connect this one and that one on the way though. That might make kind of sense. It means we have a track that will just pass on the corner there, which is absolutely okay. So let's do this first. Just to get this sorted. Do that. Scoot it over there and connect up the junction from that side. Shave a little bit of this hillside off. That wasn't really planned to make a ditch there, but whatever. Dig a hole and then fill it in again. So I have signals here and there and there and there. And we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that means 9 is there. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is there. I'm actually on the other side, but I'm going to put it there just in case. Done. This one needs to have a signal there anyway. Perfect. So this one needs to get up. So that is a little bit at least. So I think I'm going to scoot this one over. I guess this is part of the city, right? Yeah, it was. However, I believe it is possible to fake this one a little bit. I need to move it 1 though, because otherwise I'm going to get stuck on this. So let's see if I can cheat this station a little bit, maybe with some luck. Need to do that. Bring this one through and that one through. Done. I'm not going to continue this build though, because it doesn't really serve any purpose for the moment. So I can do it there. Oh, I didn't get a name actually, so then it didn't make any difference, to be honest. 2, 3, 4 is... oh, 3 is there. Can I do this? I could do that. Can I do this? 6. Yes, I can. 7, 8. Can't do that, but I can do this, right? Yeah, and 4 on this side as well. Perfect. Let's make a mineral unloader in the middle. Great stuff. Yes, did I put a signal on here? I think I did, yes. Good. Done. It wasn't much of a build. This one is going to get some clay from the same clay pit at Carcassonne, which I have completely lost where it is. Where is Carcassonne? It is, oh, it's here, okay. And this will work just perfectly because it can get through there. Oh yeah, it uses the same silly setup there, actually. Good, let's put this one on. Like that. So, I'm just going to clone this one, to be honest, because they don't have any grouping yet, because I haven't fixed that. Clay should be fine. It needs to go the same way, but remove 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. There is no waypoints, so I'm going to put a waypoint in here. Probably isn't needed with this train, but it might be needed for other trains later on. So let's do that. Perpignan there, and get into Gerona, which needs to have an incoming there. And let's rename this one. Like that. Good, good. Yes. So we are going back to there, and we need to... and Carcassonne waypoint we already have, right? Yep. And depot we already have as well. Perfect. It's slightly a longer trip. This one is that long, this one is this long extra. So let's put 3 on then. Should work. 2, 3. Done. Perfect. Next up is to get some wood over here. And that is going to be a major thing, because the wood there is coming from Norway. Norway. So, in order to get these down, I'm going to use the 1440 going out, because I have this one, which makes 600. I have this one that makes 600, and I have this one that makes 400. So that means I have 1600 a month, and if I get 80% of that, that means there is 300 I don't get, so it's like 1300. So the question is, should I use the 1100 size or should I use the 1400 size? The 1100 size would be good. No, we're going to use the 1400 size, of course. So I'm just going to build 3 lines bringing stuff down there first. Let's put this one on. Lillehammer wood A. And I'm going to use the Swiss ones because they're stronger, and just make as long as possible wood. I'm not going to, should I bother with it? Because if I did this, instead of 750 I'll get 720 by putting 6 on, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more of those. Is that correct? Did I get 720? I did. Okay, great. So that means 720 coming in here. Make a full load. Bring it down here. That means we need to put some more extra passing loop and stuff on. Down there and into Drammen. There is no incoming here, so we need to put an incoming on. Yeah, come on. Drammen in. Good. Needs to be unique. We already had one apparently. And that one will be on the cement plant or whatever it is on the other side. Brickworks, sorry. Good. So let's bring this one in there and here. And I forgot that I can use the G again. Yeah, whatever. We're almost here. Put this one on. There. Good. And I'm going to put 3 on, but I need to remember to put a transfer on this one, or it won't work very well. Transfer. Done. And go. Perfect. Next up is not that one, but this one. And I'm going to do exactly the same. I can actually copy this train, to be honest. Let's do that. So let's just go down here. Clone the train without holding control, which means you just make a simple copy of it. Put on a waypoint, which would be Lillehammer would be. That would be something good. And sorry. Yes, so we'll go in there and there. Make a full load. Remove those 2. Remove that one. Remove these. Put depot on. So before hitting Drammen, we need to get through. Oh, there is no waypoints here. Okay, great. Even better. Done. And dusted. Perfect. And this one is also going to have 3. And we have a transfer order. Good. Start. Next one is over here. Hamar Woods. Put it on there. Waypoint, of course. Done. And clone one of these and move that one. And it's going exactly the same way, right? It doesn't have a waypoint, no. Good, so before that it's going here and then there. Make a full load. Not delete. Go there, full load. Yeah, whatever. And remove these two. And remove the depot. Ah, come on. Delete. Go there. This makes sense now, I think. 3 and 4 and 5. Good. Done. This one does not have the same amount of wood, so I'm only going to put 2 on here. It should be fine. And I think it automatically got the transfer order right. Yes, it did. Good. So I need to put the transfer train on, and I have decided that the transfer train is going over to Cherbourg, because it can't get into Le Havre because we already have wood coming in here, and to get to Calais feels like it's going to be messing with other things, namely this area, so I prefer to get it from here. So that means that this long one here will end up being a wood connection. So let's do that here. Put this one on, and that one there as well. Dish. So wood will come in here, and let's build some trains. So we are going to use exactly the same ones, meaning these. So let's just clone it here. And tell it to go there. Make a full load. Delete those. And then we have Drammen and Hamar, which we can definitely delete. So let's get cracking south here. Not that way, but this way. Don't have one there, right? Le Mans. Poitiers. It's this one, right? Yes. Limoges. Rodez. And Perpignan and Gerona. And continue the same way back. Like that. Good, and into the depot. And I'm going to put 6 trains on here. 2, 4, 6. It's not super important that there's always something waiting, a train waiting, but it's important that that goods don't stock up here, because it will fall in popularity quickly. I'm going to put the ship on, but I'm going to do that off camera because it's not that fun to watch. But I'm just show you the train, the ship, sorry, wood, and it's this, the Mas Palomas freighter. So I'm going to buy this one, and I can actually close that as well, just to give me a little bit more room. And it's just going to go in here, make a full load, and then go all the way to Cherbourg and unload it there and bring it over to Gerona. So that's the plan, and I'm going to do that off camera and for tomorrow. So until then, have fun and see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.